This space story is terrifying. NASA's first launch of a human, Alan Shepard, went perfectly, and we hear that story all the time. But NASA's second launch of a human, Gus Grissom, was almost fatal. At the end of his flight, Gus Grissom's capsule, the Liberty Bell 7, landed in the Atlantic Ocean as planned. However, the escape hatch opened too early and water started pouring inside while Gus Grissom was still in it. So Gus Grissom jumped out of the capsule. This is him jumping out, and he gave a thumbs up to the rescue crew in the helicopter, so they thought he was fine. The rescue crew turned their efforts towards recovering the capsule before it sank. But remember, the capsule is filling with water, so it's getting heavier and heavier, and the helicopter can't lift it. At one point, 3 of the helicopter's wheels were touching the water. The capsule is underneath here, and they're still trying, but eventually the rescue crew does give up on recovering the capsule, and they look back to Gus Grissom, who's sinking. That's Gus Grissom. Gus Grissom was in his astronaut suit during landing, and when he jumped out of the capsule, he didn't shut the oxygen vent on it. So as he swam away from the capsule, water started filling his suit. And if you've ever seen a helicopter over water, he was getting pummeled by these wind and waves. So not only did the capsule sink, but he started to as well. Thankfully, a second helicopter came and threw a sling to him, and he put it on pretty wrong, but they were able to save him. And I think you can tell in this photo how exhausted he is after swimming 4 or 5 minutes in a sinking astronaut suit. The capsule ended up sinking 5 kilometers down to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, and it was recovered 38 years later. And during the beginning of a phenomenal and accomplished career, Gus Grissom unfortunately suffered a horrific fate as he passed away in the Apollo 1 capsule fire alongside 2 other astronauts. But he is remembered as an incredibly brave pioneer of space travel.